question is about probabilities associated with the draws of two cards from two different suits, and what we're interested in is the sum of the values on the cards. So to start off with, what we have to do is to figure out what the sum of the values might be. The cards are drawn between a 2 and a 10. So for example, in cell C15, the total value would be 2 for spades and 2 for hearts, a total of 4. So suppose that we want to calculate this. We just enter equals C14 plus B15, and that gives us 4. Now when we try to copy that, we run into a problem, because unless we anchor the cell addresses, we will end up with a result which uses relative addressing. So the cell C15, for example, adds together C15 and B16, when in fact we want to add B16 to C14. So for example here, what I'm going to do is to go back to cell C15 and enter $1 before the 14. That will ensure that that address is absolute, it's fixed. Now when I do the copy, I get the correct result. When I then do the copy across the way, I don't get the correct result, because what's happened in cell D15, for example, is that it's added D14 to C15, this cell, when what I wanted to do was to add this cell B14. So I go back to my original cell and change the horizontal part of the summation to an absolute address. So I put $1 in front of the B. That means it will always look at a column B to do the summation. And when I copy across, I now get the correct totals across the way. Down, I get the correct totals by column as well. That's how to use absolute addressing to get the correct results for the sum of the different possible outcomes for the draw of two cards.